I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms that don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Die before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom.
Hello there, people of the internet. My name is Owen, and welcome to our good friend Fuming again. So, where we left off last week, well, I've opened the car so that we can get it dry in there. It smells just a little bit, so we've got the sunroof open too. We've got a few bits to do with Fuming here today. Turn one of the lights on so we can see what we're doing. So, last time, remember, I had this off. We've now got the radiator out, and I've made a little start on sort of hand sanding this piece down. However, I've borrowed a mate's grinder. We've got some flapper discs which we're going to use, and we're going to sand this down properly. Whilst we're at it, we might as well also do part of the bonnet as well and get all that sanded off finally once and for all, this time properly. So I've got some more paint, I've got some silicone because I'm going to take the rocker cover off eventually, and we're going to get that sorted as well. As you can see, the new tank is in. It looks pretty good, and yeah, it looks a bit rotten down here with this bucket, but everything's looking good. We're getting there. That wheel's going to get refurbed eventually, so I've also got some sandpaper, which is right there, and also to go with some of the yellow decals we're going to put in here with the yellow tubing and some of the bits as well. I've also bought some yellow tape just to tart things up, which a lot of people are going to think I'm sad for doing so, but hey ho, whatever. Today's job is actually taking the scuttle panel off whilst I'm here, and we'll sort this down there afterwards. Scuttle panel needs to come off so we can see what's going on underneath and why there's perhaps a leak there somewhere. So that's going to be our first port of call, so I'm going to go and sort that now. Right, so this is already taken. I've already taken one off, so we're going to take this one off. Right. There we go. Pulling that off, and the washer falls onto there. And then now we open Fuming's bonnet, and now we take the scuttle panel off, which looks like one screw's holding it in. Oh, there's one. Only one thing. Off it comes like that. Nice and simple. I don't know how well you can see, but I'm going to get this torch to show you. Doesn't look like Fuming's been cleaned under here for a very long time. So this scuttle panel's got to come off. I can see some corrosion there. This is going to be fun, but this is all tested because we've got to take this out anyways to get to the master cylinder, which is there. But also I want to see for myself what this rust was like. So now I've got to figure out how I'm going to take that off. Right then, so it's sanded down what I would say enough for now. Just need to clean up here, more rust there. This panel isn't the best, even from what we did down here a while ago. So I'm thinking of just YOLOing it and painting it over. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but again, without getting this done properly, you know, this is enough for now. The main problem I've got, especially with the grinders involved, is I can't get through past these things. So I'm having to do it by hand, especially in this bit. It's quite difficult, but I've tried. So I might just sand that a little bit more, perhaps, with a grinder. Now, bear in mind, I'm not a professional. I've just tried to do this bit. And you can see where it's got dimples in it. It's partly gone, but otherwise, yeah, that's nice and smooth. So that should be okay. In terms of the rest, I'll take this with me. You can see I've got most of what I can off. Obviously, I'll have to do that side another time, but I think that's the best I can go with it. So now, whilst everything's being blown away, I'm going to try and paint it. Wish me luck. Okay, so it's a couple of days since I last made my last video here on fuming, so let's close this up. Yeah, she's looking a bit dirty and dusty now. Look at this. It's been sat here a little bit now. I think it's been 2, maybe 3 weeks since I last did a video on fuming here. What I will do is a recap. Let's just put this back up here, if we may. There we go. So if you're wondering why, still shiny. Hello. If you're wondering why there's yellow tape here, we've painted underneath here a little bit, so it's nice and it's cleaner than what it was. Let's put this up here. This one, there we go. So you can see I've painted it. I need to go over it again and do that bit. Down here, this is all pretty much done. You know, that'll do it. It looks nice and tidy, a lot better than what it was. I might give it another coat. Actually, no, I won't, because I need to try and get this back together now. So we've got the grommets I need to go in, but what we are going to do, we are going to just lacquer this a little bit, just to make sure that does not come through again in nice metallic silver paint. I'm hoping some of it did not go on the rest of the car. Doesn't look like it did, so that's pretty good. Now hopefully this is going to be the last time I ever have to touch this bit here. What I will probably do is I'll put the rubber stoppers in and then I'll just do it again, make sure that everything's okay. This, I don't think there's anything we really do to that to improve it other than just spray it as it is. You know, it's not going to look the best, but it'll look better than what it is, I suppose. So yeah, we're going to get that sorted, and we may no, we're not going to put the battery in and see how she gets along. We want to get the radiator in first. Radiator's just sitting there nice and pretty, so let's get to it. Right, so these are the rubber bits that we need to put into this hole here, and I can't remember which one of these two. I think it's this one here. That allows the radiator to then sit in it and screw everything back up together, and then we can start by putting the coolant in and then putting it back together and hoping that she runs. By the looks of it, I'm going to have to take out this headlight again, because I'm going to go try and put the radiator in and sit it in place once this is dry. But the downside being I won't be able to get to fit this hose here if I can't fit it behind this light. So I need to somehow try and get that out so that I can do that. So, remember, line number 1 here, I don't know whether you can see it, but number 2, which is right there, is now on. So, I'm not done it with the best here, but whatever, it works. So, the gearbox lines are now connected. So all I'm going to do now is put it in place, put the hose on there and seal that up and put it back in the right position, put the headlight on, fix this radiator in place, and then connect the fan. Connector is right there, and then that should fit on nicely. Okay, I don't know how well you can see this. So that's the cable tie for the cables. The radiator is now plugged in, which is right there. The hoses here are fitted, 1 and 2 right there. So all I theoretically need to do now is put cable in here, plug in there, fasten the radiator down some, just around here I think. Right ways over here as well, you can see the screw right there for the clip, which are these in here. And then it's just a matter of put the battery right back in. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to just spray that so that it dries for now. Okay, so I've tidied up this battery tray. It's not the best job in the world, but it'll do just to tidy it up some. The radiator is now fully attached to the car. Hoses are all connected. Here and here the brackets are connected too. There we are. So what we're going to do now is put the battery tray in, fill that with coolant. We'll put the battery back in, which is somewhere down here, and then we might be able to give her a crank, hopefully. Okay, so the battery tray is now in. It looks much better. I filled the coolant bottle up with some nice red stuff, which is, where have I put it? Oh, come on, I won't have to put it somewhere. There it is. So we put some of this in it. Oat antifreeze, ready mixed. And we've put in about 2 litres worth in there. So I've checked it, the line, I've checked there's no leaks. I'm squeezing the pipes. Everything seems to be set. I'm even doing the one there, the thermo. And everything seems to be going through. So now I need to put the battery on, give it a start, give her a run for once. This should be interesting. So let's put that back on and let's get the battery on. Okay, this is it. Come on, Fim. If I've missed anything, this is the wrong time to say. The key is in ignition. Okay. We'll just check the lights whilst we're at it. Alright, we've got one light that doesn't work. I have a feeling I know why. Here goes nothing. Right, everything seems to be looking good. I haven't got my mic on me. Let's check again. Everything seems to be running alright. I've got some strange funny smells. Not sure why. There's a clicking noise somewhere. I think it's the radiator getting warm. Right, we'll try one thing whilst she's on, see how she copes. Sounds a bit rattly. Okay, we've got a leak on the exhaust manifold. There is a ticky noise somewhere. I don't know if you can hear me, I'll try this again. Right, let's leave her run for a bit. Let's check her temperature. How are we doing here? Behaving like a kitten. Okay, temperature is still at 0 by the looks of things here. Here we are. Right, what we will do is we are going to turn the heaters on to get the heater core running. Any funny smells, I'll be turning her off. Right, so heaters on full. She's misfiring a little. I've got her though. We are getting some heat through. We have some heat coming through. I think she might be running on bad fuel, or she might have a misfire. I know she's due a service soon. We'll leave that on. It's just started to rain. She is misfiring though. Yeah, there's a misfire there. There is a miss. How are we looking? Okay, let's see if she's reaching temperature. she's registering a temperature. Let's just put her in reverse and make sure the gearbox is working. Good. Let's put her in neutral. Wheels stopped. In park she is. There we go. We've got good heat. We've got good heat. And we've got temperature. Let's give it a rev. There you are, she's cleared up. Good girl. Right. That is above the minimum. That should be alright because it'll burn some of that off. In terms of the radiator, she's warm. She is warm. Okay, so the indicator's working, it's just the bulb is not. That'll do. That'll do. There we are, guys, so thank you for watching this video. There we are, at least the radiator's now done after a couple of weeks of painting and a bit of a pain and getting her back running. But she's now holding temperature, heaters are working. I haven't tested the fan. We'll test that when we take it out for a drive and hope that it works. But so far so good, she's taking coolant, nice fresh coolant at that. Antifreeze. But yeah, all is well in the land of fuming. She is running. We've just got to sort the master cylinder, a few other bits and bobs here and there. Can you hear that? Let's grab this. Have a look, where are we dripping from? Can't see where we're dripping. So we're dripping there. So we are leaking something there. You can see, I don't know what it's leaking from, but let's see. Let's have a look. Ooh, she's a bit warm. You're going to say, of course, I mean, because we've just run her. Right, we're leaking from nothing at the front, of course, but we're leaking from up at the top somewhere. You can see it right there. I suppose the good news is it's not leaking from the radiator. That's the main thing, but where the hell is it leaking it from? I can only assume it's probably the pipe underneath the coolant bottle. Have a look. Alright, there's a hose. You can see some fresh coolant right there. Don't know, well, you can see it right there in the middle of your screen. But oh, of course. Ha! Yeah, I know where that's from. Yeah, I know where that's from. You can see it. I've forgotten one thing. That's from the clamp underneath there. So, right. Okay. I've forgotten a clamp underneath the coolant bottle. So, I'm going to leave this for another video anyway, I think. I'm running out of time today, but I know where that's coming from. Right, okay, we're going to leave this for another day, guys. Thank you again for watching. I can't believe I forgot about that. Oh well. There's no biggie. I anticipated we'd probably do that. So if I can, ideally, I'll take the battery out. I'll try and put that clamp on as best as I can. It's that one right there in front of your screen. I'll take the battery out again and hopefully put that on. But again, thank you guys for watching this video. I can't believe I've forgotten that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.